Every job we take, we make some new friends. We get the ball, we score the goals, and then it's on again. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a brand new start. Until tomorrow, the aim is Ewood Park. Hello folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 2020 game save with Olympique Marseille. So we're here sitting in the middle of February. The transfer window did slam shut. We were a little bit busy actually in the end, of course, trying to get our right back, and some other bits and pieces happened that I didn't expect. So let's nothing too crazy, so don't worry too much about yourself. But anyways, let's take a look at those transfers and then I'll bring you up to date with what you missed. So let's take a look at it. Of course, we've spent 99 million this season, bringing in a cool 70 million as well. We've bought a whole host of players. The majority of them, I would say, are young, future prospects. So let's take a look at these then, shall we? We brought in Sandro De Gulli. He's actually gone home. He's gone home, homesick already, but hopefully he'll be back in a couple of days. Of course, we've seen him already. Just a reminder that that's where we spent our money. Cool, £7.5 million on him. Hopefully he will deliver the goods in the end. Jelly van der Sar, we brought him in. He is a future prospect, Dutch midfielder, can play on the left, on the right hand side. He plays a striker. He's actually exploded for life for the B team here, scoring 3 goals in 3 games, 2 assists already. The Olympique Marseille are doing very, very well in the lower. What is it? The third tier-ish. We also brought in Jean-Jacques Cochia. He is my new right back. He is French, formerly of Nice, which is pretty nice, and he had a bit of a good season out in Sporting for in the Portuguese league. So formerly of PSG, they picked him up for a cool freebie, and they made a good £11 million profit. He didn't even play a single game for Nice. Which is not very nice. So, yeah, Jean-Jacques Cochia is our new right back, permanent right back. There was a couple of other players I was looking at, but he is the man. I brought in a couple of other midfielders as well. Daryl Nlandu. He's a French midfielder. There's a reason behind. There's a reason. He's actually had a very good average rating for this season for Strasbourg, 7.25 rated. He was he's in the top 20. I lost a midfielder, so basically I had to bring in a midfielder. It was like 1 in, 1 out. In fact, it was 1 in. No, it was 1 out, 2 in. I actually brought in another midfielder as well. This one's for the future, and I smashed records on this one, spending £2.5 million on a Vietnamese international or youngster or whatever it is. He could go as high as 4 stars. Not there yet, but he's for the B team at the moment, and they should dominate this. They are doing very, very well. Of course, we got the jokester ripping it up out in the thing. 15 goals, just 1 point shy of Nims 2. It's very, very tight at the top of the table. But yeah, so Florian Martin, half Vietnamese, half French in the B team. So yeah, who else did we bring? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Players going out, a lot of loanies as well. We're not really going to cover much of that. Jerome Arubiri has gone to Nancy as a young 16-year-old goalkeeper. Didn't really break into the team, but he's gone. Played 1 game, conceded 1. We do have quite a few goalkeepers in the youth ranks. And then Lucas Gonadorth, yeah, has got to Porto for around about 10 million. It's a good pickup for them. He was actually having a good season for us. He's been a bit pot player so far since he's arrived. We spent 3.1 million. We made a good chunk of change on that guy. So I am a little bit disconcerted because he's a good age, and he could get a much better as well. And the set pieces he was delivering were second to none. So yeah, Lucas Gonadorth is out, and I think that is it. I think we balanced the books pretty well at the end of that. Still got some money, about £11 million, and of course we got rid of Waters, which was bleeding us dry in the old wage thing. We could even probably extend that to around about 20 million, give or take. But no, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it on back. So essentially, we took on Lorient away from home, picking up a monstrous 3-0 away win. Okay, who got the opening goal here? It was Terrier. I think he got himself a brace on this bad boy. There it is, the second one from the penalty spot in the 15th minute. We wrapped up all 3 points. Deep. 72 minutes on the clock. Leonardo lays it off to Paulao, who comes up with this Bobby Dazzler to make it 3-0. 3-0 Palace. Aye. Then we took on Lyon in the league, and again we picked up a massive win, 3-1 at home. Triple L, and all these goals coming in the second half. Triple L open up the scoring on the 62nd minute. Great control, and he rifled it. Top right-hand corner. No one could stop that one. Then we made it 2. Paulau laid it up for Bramado. That's right, getting back amongst the scoring. We're relying on him now because of Gouli's homesickness. Macias delivered a bit of a worry to make it 2-1, but we made sure of the 3 points in the end with this goal. Triple L lay on a plate, not for Bramado, but for Vespa, the trio delivering the goods this time around. Then we took on Brest, cheeky, and we won 4-0 away from home at Bramado hat-trick. Open it up from the penalty spot. Nice and early, that was Bramado. Second goal, again Bramado gets away with it. Lovely rounding of the keeper there to make it 2. Who else do we have on the money? It was Triple L getting stuck in on this one. Laid it on a plate. Bramado again to make it 3. That's him. 3 for him, 3 for us. And then the fourth goal coming on the end here. Nalandu getting stuck in. Terrier. Tight angle. Vespa's there. Heads it on home. And yeah, 4-0. Quite comfortable in the end. And then right here, right now, just hot off the press, I've just beaten AIK at home in the Europa League. So we did come out on top 3-0 in the first leg. You'll see the second leg today. Leonardo laying it off to eventually coming out to Paulau, who rifled that bad boy home on the 14th minute. We made it 2-0 not too long after. Triple L getting stuck in on this one with the assist. There we go, sort of. Vespa got it over the line. Triple L may have got that assist. And then the third goal, deep into the second half. Kuchera laid it off for Triple L and himself getting on the score sheet today. So, in today's video, we're going to take on Lille, who are flying okay. And then AIK in the second round, or second leg of the first round knockout of the Europa League. Meanwhile, as we get to this game, bit of other news. PSG dropped a point, or a couple of points. So it's now within, it's doable, again, it is doable. They drew against Nîmes away from home not too long ago, but since then they've been flawless. I'm hoping when they take on Saint Etienne, Monaco, maybe even Lyon, that they might drop some more points. Otherwise, as it stands, if they were to win all theirs, except for the game against us, and we were to win a game, all of them, including the game against them, we will be level. But of course, they have got a phenomenal goal difference compared to us. Also, don't want to alarm yourselves here, but I have applied for a couple of jobs. Yes, I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling the water out a little bit. Bayer Leverkusen and Rasensport Leipzig are the two teams. I'm on the fence here. We are creating something nice here with Marseille. This is our second season. I really want to become champions of France. I really do, but don't know if we're going to outpower the juggernaut that is PSG. So I'm going to see what kind of money and what kind of situations we have got going on if they do come around and offer me the jobs. I think Leipzig have more money than Bayer Leverkusen. I've actually interviewed for the Bayer Leverkusen, so things are moving along with that. The Real Sociedad one is also of interest, but my old mucker Bo Henriksen, who's actually manager of 20, is actually favourite for this. So yeah, interesting developments around the world of football at the moment. Okay then, folks, here we go with the starting lineup for this bad boy up against Lille. Where are they? I don't know. I didn't really look at where they are on the table. They currently find themselves. Where are they? In 8th. So they've not had a good season this year. But they're up against us, and it is at the Velodrome. So hopefully we can get to continue our winning ways. Marseille between 6. Leonardo, Divolt, Tricikovic, and Corchetta at the back. Prasado, Ali Urbek, and Paulau. This is the future of Marseille, whether it is with me or with someone else. Terrier on the left come in. Triple L on the right. Junior Bramado leads the line. Of course, my new striker is out. Homesick / injured. He is actually injured. Technically out for another month. So I gave him a couple extra bonus weeks to get himself mentally there. But anyway, we'll take on these bad boys. Okay, here we go, boys. Up against Lille. They've got this main man on the left-hand side who's dangerous. Of course, they've got the other man on the right-hand side, right-hand side, and Schminenhund up top. These three are deadly, no matter who you are. So here we go, boys. We are starting attacking, of course. And hopefully we can get Bernardo back on the score sheet. He has got a few the past couple of games. Hopefully he can get back to it today. And there's a push. There is a push. So we may get a penalty and it may be a chance for Bernardo, who's usually the go-to penalty king these days. Goebbels has been taking a few when he's played and missed quite a few as well. So hopefully Bernardo is going to step up to the plate. Otherwise, Paulao might fancy a crack. I don't put too much restriction. It's none of those. It's none of those. Who is it? It's Terrier. And he slots it home. That's right, the forgotten man. Of course, he was out for the majority part of the season with an injury. But he's actually scored 3 goals since he's returned. And because of the jig of Vespa falling out of form, it's like having a new player. Yeah, but however, he has been a bit ropey with his performances. So it's good. It's all good. And as you can see, right back to 3 points now between ourselves and PSG. Now, hopefully we can add to the tally. Terrier, digging and diving. Bernardo picks it up. It's not where you want him to be. You want to be in the middle. He's slowly getting back there. It's nice and slow. Triple L to Kochia. Can he make a... Oh, he's thinking about a shot. He does. He gets his first goal for the club. Jean-Jacques Kochia with his first. He's a young Frenchie, going places. And hopefully he's going to take us with him. So it's 2-0. 2-0. Quick succession. That's what we all about. And hopefully this episode should be nice and chill. We shouldn't have any two major dilemmas unless Leipzig come calling. Then we might have to think about that. Because we were possibly... Hang on. Paulao on a free kick. Stop what you're doing. Swallow what you're chewing. It's a Bobby Dazzler. There it is. 6th of the season. Or 5th of the season, anyway. He does like to score those. I want to stay. I don't know. I'm trying to think about this now. Let me see. The intention was never... You know, I want to still win the league. I do with France. With Marseille. And with these boys. There is no goal number 6. Goodness me. We've been just banging them in. Poor Lille. But maybe we are on the cusp of something. Maybe we are on the cusp of something. Maybe I should turn down all offers. I just don't know. PSG have got the monopoly here with the money and the players, and it's going to take something absolutely special for them to screw it up. So, you know, we've been on an amazing run, losing twice in 2 seasons. There's Terrier. Dinking and diving. Can he get across? Bernardo has a shot at it. Maybe get number 2. Triple L over the top. Wow. What a performance so far, though, by the boys. The 3-man midfield, pulling all the strings. So, yeah, well, if Leipzig have got funny money and they offer me a crazy deal, then we may have to say yes. Leverkusen, I don't know if they've got the power to compete in the Bundesliga. We need somebody with money, either Dortmund, Bayern, Leipzig. I think those are the 3 that you got a chance of winning it. And I wouldn't want to join Bayern because they're also like a PSG. You don't want to go with a juggernaut. You want to go with someone that hasn't won it for a change. Prasado, Urbeck to Triple L on the plate. No. There's also a couple of jobs in Italy that I'm sniffing around as well. Prasado, Triple L. Ooh, low down to the ground. Drop kick. Lumped forward. Picked up by Cochera. Now to Triple L now. What's he got up his sleeve? Oh, he dinks past one, but he loses it. Shinte Young, though. Oh, it's a great tackle by Paulao to break up the play. But they get it back. They might surge here for a last-minute consolation goal if they can push their numbers forward, and they do. Victor Osimhen scores. 10th of the season. Too little too late, though. I think our first half explosion really put this game to bed. However, they're on the move again. They might get a second here if they play their cards right. Spread forward to Man. Lobs it forward. There's a Schmideman again. Tries to get it, but this time I'll say it with the save. As we tried to see out this last couple of minutes of stoppage time. And we dig deep and get rid of it. Comfortable win in the end for the boys as they maintain their push at the top of the table for second. So at the end of that bad boy, we are right back where we were, 3 points adrift of PSG. Next up, though, it's AIK in the Europa League. Alrighty then, so Bayer Leverkusen have indeed offered me the job of £11.75 million transfer kit, £2 million wage budget, which is an increase on what we have. 24k a week. What's the wage hike? Now I was just looking at my history, and I did spend a good 4 seasons with 20, and I'm only basically at my second season here with Marseille, so it kind of feels a little bit cheap. I'm going to delay making any answer on this one. I'm going to try and drag it out because I've not even been looked at by Leipzig, so we'll delay it. And I'm starting to lean towards the decision, the belief of at least sticking around for another season, because I think the building blocks are there, and I think we can push for that title. It's just getting the final pieces of the jigsaw together. However, news has just come on in. Leipzig have offered me a job interview, and we're going to do this together, eh? We're going to do this together. Now, I just noticed that Leipzig are still in the Champions League. They are taking on Atletico Madrid as well. They just won 1-0. I got a player called Van Basten. He's a Brazilian. Yeah. So let's get into this one. Now, this could be a game changer because they may have money. They may have money. So one of the biggest regrets was turning down Atletico Madrid when they had £200 million in the bank. What you could do with that money? Okay, so I have some reservations regarding the fact that you have never managed in this country. Can you explain why that should be an issue? My standing in the game should be more important to your decision. The fact that I've experienced in various other countries should hopefully make up for that. We'll say that one. With your team currently defying expectations in the league, are you perhaps looking to take advantage of by moving whilst your stock is high? And I'm going to say I've done a good job there, and I feel the time is right to take the next step in my career. Why have you felt it acceptable to apply for a number of jobs whilst employed by another team throughout your career? I will not let anything get in my way of my career. You have previously been embroiled in media controversies, citing your inability to command the support of your players. What can you say to address your concerns about that happening there? I've still managed to be successful despite that, which is the main thing to take away from the subject. This club has been underperforming for far too long. Are you the right person to turn things around? I believe I have the reputation to significantly answers that question. Now, Bayer Leverkusen asked me the same thing, and I said I'll take the job at the end of the season. Now, do I want to stick around right now? I do want to see this season out because there's still a sniff of a chance that we could get the French league, as long shot as it is. But they're in the Champions League. But I'm going to say, just like I did before, I don't want to commit to working with him until I've had a few. That's the director. We understand the importance of having the right backroom staff in place with the manager. I'm going to say I require a small budget. This is what they want. High tempo pass pressing football. That's what we're all about. Play attacking football as well. Develop youth systems. So end of the current season. Champions Cup. Be competitive. Bundesliga. Qualify for the Europa 2. Grow the club's rep. Challenge for the title. That's what they want. Next season. So that seems all perfectly acceptable to me. Alright. And I'm going to say I have no requests. So, let's get out of that. Let's a quick look at the team itself. It does say rich. So, if it's anything like the Atletico Madrid situation where they've got 200 million, I'm probably gonna drop it like it's hot and take the Leipzig opportunity, because I think if you look at them there, of course there's the taboo of Leipzig, you know, the money, they don't like them coming out of nowhere, being injected with all this cash, kind of like the Man City really, but they've never been there, they've never had a title. So I want to be the one, especially if they've got money and 200 million or so. I'm just getting ahead of myself. They might not have that kind of money, but I'm just letting you know that I am there to be bought. I am there to be bought. I'm afraid. But I love Marseille. I still do. I'm there to be bought. Meanwhile, in the midst of all that shenanigans, we've got a small matter of the Europa League up against the Swedish old fellas, AIK, not our old place, of course, but one of the dominant forces out in Sweden. We're going to take on them on the second leg. We've already won the first leg, so it should be a small matter of just dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So here we go, boys. We're going to stick Traore in between the sticks here. We're going to mix it up a little bit and maybe throw some guys a chance to impress. Prasado can come in. Fort as well. He's been out of the limelight a little bit. Eriksson will come in for Diebolt, and we'll just mix up the back line. Is there anyone else that could participate in this? We've got a couple of youngsters. Let's get them on the bench. Anybody else want to fancy a debut? What about Ibrahimovic? Let's get him on there as well. Vespa, you're out. Santiago, what about you coming in for a debut? You're fit and raring to go. How do you look? You're a good option. Probably not the best move. Muniz. How about Muniz? No, he's shit as well. He's shit. Andre, I think I have good things about you. No, you're also pretty gash. Have I got any decent young? Baru, you're pretty savvy. Not too bad. I might throw you in there. Baru for Paulau. Jacquet, how about you? You're pretty good. Yeah, I'll get you in there. Jacquet's in there for Djurkovic. Santiago, I've decided against it. I think it's the best call of action is not to throw you in the deep end and blow our chances. Alright, let's go. So 3-0 up after the first leg. We should have enough in the tank to get over the line today. We may lose it, but we should have enough in the tank. Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go. So a pretty much young bench on the offering. They'll probably get some debuts. You know, I like to do it. I like to give them some debuts to some youngsters to see how they fare. 20 minutes in. Nothing to get excited about. 20 are there. Look at that. They've got 2-0 lead over Lille. Well, that could be an interesting situation should that develop. They look to be in charge of their tie. We should look to be in charge at the moment of our tie as AIK look to... Oh, goodness me. That was a cheap penalty. And Jean-Jacques Courtier. I don't even know why he's playing. What a plonker. They've got one back, boys. They've got one back. So that's not the greatest bit of news. 30 minutes in. We've got to hold on tight now, guys. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, goodness me. This better not fall apart. It's plucked out of the air, but it's kept alive by Heinrich. Fort picks it up, gobbles it up, and here comes Onana. It's been an absolute flop. He hasn't really had much chances to show what he's all about. But it's games like this where he should take his chance. And with a sick striker in Gulili, that's a chance for him to really push his name up the pecking order. Traore gets his body behind it. Corner for AIK. A second goal would make it very, very nervous. That one's plucked out the air. Traore, great job. One goal for us would really end it, I think. It would be in a massive away goal. Kuchera over the top. Lovely. Triple L. Easier. Oh, no one can finish it off, though. It is dealt with. Terrier on corner duties. Flies it in. And it's cleaned up by Walsh. Fort is back to do his response. Takes one for the team. And takes him out. 1-0 down. So at 20. They're 1-0 down. They could still not make it. Second half. Keep an eye on that 20 result. Hearts are 1-0 up against Porto. Ajax doing the bits as well against Hertha Berlin. Man City is the one you want out. We want them out. Oh, look at that, 8-3. Aggregate. Goal kick, running for AIK. Lumps it forward. It's picked up in midfield and away they go. It's 2. So them youngsters, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna feature because I can't afford. I can't afford any slip ups here now. We should really take the foot off the gas. Look at that. Triple L's been ransacked. Maybe we will get a debut. Anyone else hanging out their arses? Don't think so. So we're throwing them into the deep end. It's not been a stellar performance, but so far we're hanging on in there. 5 minutes to go. It's been an absolute battering in Sweden, and we're just going to get over the line here. And 20 could tumble out. They're going to go to extra time. We're still in it. Only just. So we go through and 20 go out. Flipping Xingtang, Ying, Fabinho and Jabello getting the all-important goal that sends them on through. This guy. He's pretty cheap now. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be wrapping up this puppy. We'll be back. When will we be back? Of course, the Champions, the Europa League second knockout phase is right around the corner, but I don't know. Depending on who it is, we may sidestep that completely, as I want to get through a bunch of games here to see how this season pans out. So maybe the second leg and then Strasbourg, or I don't know. But our run-in is pretty solid. We've taken on the majority of the bigger boys, except for PSG, and hopefully they'll slip up. And if they do, it's game on. Until then, boys, I'm out. Make sure you give this video some love. Smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you. Oh, before you go, we got the draw. Yeah, we do. We got the draw for the second knockout round, and some big boys are in here, including Liverpool, City, and Ajax. I wanted to make sure we get that sucker in there. So yeah, some big heavy hitters. I was looking at the results of the first round. I thought, you know what, we got a chance to win this. But now that's all changed. We've got the big juggernauts who've been given a second chance. So I'd rather have a game against Copenhagen, Hearts, blah blah blah, Villarreal or something like that. So if we do get the likes of Ajax, Liverpool, Dortmund, City, Inter, whoever, a big juggernaut, then we'll be back for that. Inter Milan, I'll take it. Oh, I won't take it. Lille, don't give us Lille. Man City, don't give us City. Ajax, I'll take Ajax. Rangers, I'll take Rangers. Copenhagen? Ooh. So it's down to the final 4. It could be an easy one or it could be a shitter. Let's go. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh no, it's Napoli. That's right. Makes it a little interesting. It does. Yeah, so that's to look forward to. We'll probably have to come back for that game. So that puts a cat amongst the pigeons. Until then, though, I'm definitely out this time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.